Suicide and flat earth. I'll say again, suicide and flat earth. This is a photograph of me on my boat out at Channery Point, and back there is Inverness. I have a website, flatearthhighlands.org, and this is it here. For the last year I've been studying flat earth. Now, I was a seaman for many years. I've had 3 luxury yachts which are kept in Inverness Marina, and this is an aerial view of Inverness Marina here. 2 months ago, on finding I had smallpox, I decided to commit suicide by drowning. Now, there's many times I nearly drowned at sea on the various boats and ships, and this is a lovely wee trip I did around the world.
I'd rather be
Sailing.
Yes, I would. On an open sea, I'd stand at the railing if I could.
So this is my web page about
Feeling
sailing.
and free. The sun is on my neck.
And now I can't sail anymore.
Is in my face.
So, anyway, 2 months ago, I suppose I went to Inverness Marina. I kept my boat there, and I went to the car park. Now, there was a guy parked here, and he was there for ages, and I was walking about because I decided to throw myself into the Murray Firth just at this point here. So anyway, he asked me if I was waiting for somebody, which I said I was, and he went away because I knew that if I talked to anybody I would be talked out of things. So I dived into the water there with all my clothes on, and you could see the 7 miles from the marina to Channery Point there. 7 miles should have a curvature of, oh dear, is it 15 foot? But there's no curvature. It's completely flat, which I measured by camera. So anyway, I, whoops, back. So anyway, I dived in there, and I found the water actually, funnily enough, surprisingly warm. I thought I would have been frozen within a minute. The water was warm. So anyway, I was swimming about for a bit, trying to drown, and I found I was washed back into the shore. So I grabbed seaweed, which I hate. I pulled myself up these rocks, which is about 20 foot, shouting, "Help, help." And 2 guys at the top pulled me out, but they wouldn't take me in their car, obviously because I'd get wet and I looked drunk. I forget, this was about midday. So I then, once they pulled me up off the rocks, I walked along here to the dolphin centre. The guy saw me coming, God knows what he thought, because I was like a tink and soaking wet. And I went into the showers, which I'd used many times, stripped off, get into the showers, and he called an ambulance. Now the ambulance came pretty toot sweet, and a doctor and so on, but it was, oddly enough, absolutely fine. So I'm in the he took me to Rigmore Hospital, and I was there 5 hours, and I had a lovely hot shower, and they put on clothes. I was shivering like mad. I'd never shivered so much. See, I'd always thought I would drown at sea or off one of my yachts, but I didn't. So I got home by taxi and got on to the doctor and so on and so forth. And he says, well, you're pretty okay, you know. You've just got the smallpox, whatever. So here we are 2 months later. I've been very, very weak, and with the smallpox and so on, and the diabetes type 2 and other medical conditions. But today I felt like putting this video up. So that was my first suicide, well, my only suicide, and I made a right hash of it. But there we go. It's just a story. But you've got to look at flatearthhighlands.org. There's quite a number of pages, technical information. I use a Nikon P900, which all the flat earthers do. There's a lovely page about the North Coast 500, which you may have heard about, in the Highland Council. Gangsters. So I'll end the video here, and you can think what you like, but do study flat earth. The earth is flat and continues to be flat, and it's been flat forevermore. There's so much evidence. I was offering £1,000 to the first person that could offer me one proof that the world was a spinning ball. No one has taken me up. So flatearthhighlands.org